What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Mike FX speaking, and we're back again with another video. This is our weekly analysis. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Sorry. Hope you guys are well rested, and hope you guys are ready to get back and start making money this coming week. Right? It's a Sunday today, kind of a chill Sunday. Wasn't really doing anything. I was just chilling, relaxing. I was reading, probably gonna read some books and just review some things, review my goals for the week and those kind of things. Right. So let's just get straight into it. I hope you guys are well rested. Hope you guys are ready to make money this week. Right. So let's get into it. We'll be looking at Nasdaq. I'll just be analyzing Nasdaq today. It's going to be a short video. We're going to look at Nasdaq and see some of the potential trades we could possibly expect from Nasdaq this coming week, and hopefully you guys can take as much value from this video as possible. Right, so let's get straight into it. As you know, higher time frame, Nasdaq has been pushing fairly steadily to the upside. I can take it from here. We see this nice push, right? This huge push to the upside, right? We all know we're making higher highs and higher lows on the higher time frames. But if you can look closely, you'll see that we have another trend here within this huge trend. Maybe just call it here. We have this uptrend here, something like this, right? Yeah, something like this. Nice push to the upside, right? We had a very significant area. We talked about price possibly rejecting in these areas and starting to see some potential to the downside, right? Which we actually got. If you go down to the 4-hour, let me just remove these two. If you go down to the 4-hour, you'll see that we have been pushing. We ended the week very bearish. As you can see, we had that nice push to the downside, which I talked about in our previous videos. But if you can just zoom out on the 4-hour, we can see that we have another trend. You see, we have another trend here. I don't know if you can take it from here, maybe. So you can see we have a beautiful ascending channel here. We are still making higher highs and higher lows, right? It doesn't matter how you draw these trend lines as long as it makes sense to you, right? That's all that matters, right? So I just want to keep my charts as simple and as clean as possible, right? We have this nice ascending pattern here. So we're looking for buys for the most part, right? So we're looking for buys, but as you can see, momentum has shifted now. We were getting these bullish movements to the upside here, bullish movements, and then correction there, and we started to break lows here. We started breaking lows, and if you can go to the one now, maybe okay, maybe even here, you can even see that we talked about this in our previous videos. We had something like this. As you can see, price was consolidating in this zone here. We can just remove this because that has already played out. So you can see that this was a very significant area of resistance, and we had a strong support around these areas here, right? So as you can see, price broke our support and started to push all the way to the downside, right? So for this week, I'll still be keen on selling Nasdaq, but now I'm not going to be selling for Nasdaq to be breaking these lows, breaking these areas of support, and pushing all the way to the downside, all the way probably down here. I won't be expecting that. I won't be looking for those sells. But what is it that can happen is that I'll just take whatever the market gives me. As you can see, this area is very significant, and we have this significant area right here, right? These are my most significant areas for the coming week, right? Just zoom in. Just zoom in and see. As you can see, price was having a very hard time passing through these highs here. We rejected for multiple times and we finally broke and retested and shot up, and we never looked back. So as you can see, price is approaching these same levels, and we can possibly see some reactions here, right, or possibly down there. What is it that I could potentially expect is a push to the downside, and we're gonna have to start seeing price consolidate. This is our first scenario that could play out, and well, we can have a break there and retest and a push to the upside, right? That is what I could potentially expect for this week. As you can see, I'm looking for price to start giving me corrective moves to the downside, not these impulsive pushes to the downside. I want to see price moving correctively to the downside before I can potentially look for buys around these areas of support, or possibly this one, right? I can even sell here if I see something like this, right? If I see price starting to consolidate, right, starting to consolidate in this wonderful support, then I could potentially look for those bullish movements all the way to the upside, right? So but if for Monday, for example, for Monday, if we get just a nice correction to the upside, we see price coming back to test these areas here, I will definitely be looking for that sell, right? I will definitely be looking to short there and take as much as I can from it. Probably take profit one here, and the second take profit all the way down there, right? That is what we can expect for the coming week. I hope you guys are taking as much value from this as possible. So that is really what I'm expecting on Nasdaq: a push to the downside all the way to these areas, maybe here or here, or even down here to test this area of support. But unless we break this area, I'm not keen on selling all the way to the downside, right? I'm just looking for that nice test here and a push all the way to the upside. That is what I'm expecting for the coming week. It's nothing too crazy, nothing too hectic. It's just simple stuff. So whatever the market gives me, I will use that and hopefully make some money from it. That is it from this for this pair, and that is it for me this week. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure that you like the video, subscribe, leave a comment, and make sure that you share this with your friends. Hopefully they can learn something too. So we are still at it. We're still at it with our challenge from $1,000 to on up to $15,000. We're still recording. We're still gathering data. I'm still trading that account. I don't know, maybe I'll give you guys kind of a review of how that account is doing by the end of next week, and then we'll probably do an in-depth video of how the account grew from $1,000 on up to $15,000. Maybe I'll do a video by the end of September there, when we've seen some progress. But for now, let's just keep learning, let's just keep analyzing the market, let's just keep trading and keep improving, and we'll see if we can get it done. Right, so thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys so much. Make sure that you like the video, comment, subscribe. We'll see each other in the next one.